Well, hey there guys, and good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to another episode here playing Forager. If you don't remember, last episode we dove back down into the deep dark recesses of the void for quite a while, and we collected a bunch of resources and dealt with a bunch of the enemies down there again, which netted us this sick samurai costume that I am now wearing. But either way, what I'm going to do to start with is actually go check on our shade meter to see if we've actually had an effect on the environment down there, because last time we didn't actually have any effect. So, checking it out. Don't tell me the sign's broken again. Okay. I believe there should be a way to fix it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if I change to a different scene and then come back again, it might fix. It did! 50%, okay. That's like half of what it was last time, basically. Okay, so we actually did have quite a profound effect and should be able to leave the void for a while and just focus on gear upgrades for a little bit. So, what I'm going to do is, I don't know why I've come down here into the Scorched. What I'm going to do is head up here and actually see what gear we can make. So, if I look on here, we still need this void bow, which, that's a lot of stuff. And the gloves, and the boots, and the wallet. Okay, I'm going to put on the wallet first. And then come over here, void steel, make as much void steel as I can in there as well. And while that is producing, I'm going to come over to the desert, actually. I'm going to head over to the desert. Oh, I've got some things. Okay. I'm going to dunk 2 of those in there. And then dunk 2 of them in the royal clothing? Yeah, in the royal clothing generator over here as well. And then head over to the desert quickly. This is a lot of grinding and heading between different crafting stations at this stage of the game. Head over to our oil rig in the desert and make a bunch of bottled oil. And while that is producing, head back to our factories. Right, hear me out. I have a plan. Head back to the factories. Electronics are still going strong. Where's it? Up here. We can't make any plastic, basically. How much fiberglass will make? 15. No, 14. Okay, make all of that. And while we wait or at least when the oil's all done, we should be able to make a bunch more plastic as well. I do actually want to see about building some more of these factories anyway, but we don't have the royal steel for it. Okay, that's a lot of frozen squid. Wait. Why do we have so much frozen squid out of anything? That's actually insane, just the amount of frozen squid we have to our name. So, collecting all of that up from there, what I'm going to do is quickly sell it all, which puts us at a decent amount of cash, but nowhere near what we actually need in the long run. I'm going to max on iron, max on gold, use that to max on steel, and then half on royal steel there, and then do the other half of the royal steel there. And with that, hopefully, we should be able to get a decent chunk of it. But either way, coming over here, we can collect up our void wallet. And since that is done, I'm actually going to go right ahead and throw on the void boots as well. Really going for more gear now, because of the fact that all of our stuff is so sort of grindy to get. I just kind of want to get it sorted as quickly as possible, so to say. But either way, what I'm going to do is come over here, clear up clear up the farm and all the resources in it before replanting it, and then I'm going to clear up some of the resources around this grassland area. So, without further ado, let's do this. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have fully cleared out and replanted the farm, and I'm just going to come through here quickly and pop off a bunch of these excess resources here in the grassland, because it's not really that difficult of a process to clear them out anymore. I just kind of go through, hit a couple of them with my pickaxe, and then the others just all blow up. But either way, coming through here, we can collect up our void boots, which should mean we're now running a little bit faster again. I would go right ahead and put on the gloves to go with that, but I do not believe I have the fiberglass to do that, unfortunately. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, we don't need 2 more. What I'm gonna do instead is actually take these nuclear fuel cells and put them back in to power these machines yet again. I'm hoping, how many more fuel cells does this have to produce? 10 and 12 respectively. Okay. I'll see whichever one does it or finishes first, but whichever one it is, I'm planning on using to produce more nuclear machinery, I'm thinking. But either way, what I want to do now is quickly, why are there so many fairies around? Head on through to everyone's favorite place. You know it, you love it. It's Market Street, and I'm going to do what I'm thinking of making a tradition from now on of, I'm going to build a couple more bridges here, and I'm going to install, I can't get rid of that sign, can I? That's going to get in the way. I'm going to build a couple more bridges and install a couple more markets into our street here. Oh. And all the items in them, whatever they were, probably like a bunch of useful stuff, knowing my luck, have now gone and restocked. So, coming through here, build, economic, and... Do I not have that? No, I got the stuff. Why can't I build it there? Is my beat guy in the way or something? Build economic market. Oh, must be the sign. But either way, coming through here and checking. Nope, nothing in there. 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 My catchphrase at this point. Nothing in there I need. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. A whole lot of nothing in there. You guessed it, nothing. 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 And a whole lot of nothing. Well, that was a great use of our time right there. But either way, more nuclear fuel cells have produced from the look of it. We're getting them quite fast now that we have 2 nuclear factories producing them, and I'm actually going to put these 2 into here just so that this doesn't run out of fuel, so to say. But I've got gold ingots in my inventory. I need to get rid of those, and this ore, just to store them in there. Either way, what I'm gonna do is head around the world and just spend a little bit of time clearing up some of the resources. I actually think I might be able to put on, what void gear do we still need? We need the bow and the gloves. There's an avoid backpack. So can I put the bow on? Yes, I can. Okay, while I head around, I'm going to have the bow on to produce as well. We're really going for it with the gear on this one. But either way, I'm going to head around and see what shrines I can collect. Not this one from the look of it. It's got a minute left on the timer, so in that case I'm going to move on and ignore it for now and just head on through, deal with a bunch of these demons, and I'm kind of just as well ignoring all of the drops on the floor at this point, because my beat will hopefully pick most of them up. If they don't, I can always just run through with my cursor and just quickly grab up a bunch of them. I mean, to be fair, the beat might struggle a little bit just because of the like the volume and frequency of drops showing up at this point, because there is a lot of drops There's a lot of demons down here as well. I thought the shade levels were fixing, man. Why are there so many demons here still? But either way, coming through. Wow, they really must be pouring out those portals then. Coming through and clearing up a bunch of these resources. It looks like this shrine isn't recharged either, and there is actually something else I wanted to go and check out quickly anyway. So I'm going to quickly carve a path here through the quarry for me to leave, which I remember when it took us ages to clear out that quarry. Now we can just like carve a path through in like seconds basically. Coming through here and quickly cutting through the construction center, I wanted to check out up here by our inscription table. No, it's a sigil maker, not an inscription table, sigil maker. See, toxic sigil. I can make 12 of them. Okay, I'm gonna make 12 toxic sigils, and when those are all made, we are gonna fight a bunch of toxic guardians. But before I get into that, I want to quickly do something. No, not the skills menu. I don't need to be in here. I haven't needed to come in here for a while. I'm going to quickly do something I mentioned I think it was last episode, where we need to get so much money, and especially just so much from banks specifically. I'm not going to bother waiting for landfills. I'm going to just fill in all of this area, economics, bank, and just see. Oh, I placed that one wrong. We don't have the gold to build all these banks, but either way, with that we have a void bow, which means arrows now explode upon hitting things, which, you know, that's lovely. I really gotta remove this bank before it becomes an annoying problem. So getting rid of that, I'm going to see if I can economic bank. Yes, okay, I can build that one there again. And I'm actually going to quickly harvest up these ones as well, just to see how much money we get. So collecting all of the cash from them, we now have a lovely 244,000 coins, which unfortunately is literally nowhere near what we need to get, our target of 1 trillion big ones. But either way, I'm going to come over and dunk 2 fuel cells in there, dunk 2 fuel cells in there, boom bada boom, we have a load of fuel cells in our nuclear structures powering them. That, I think I mentioned it last episode, that is my only sort of gripe, so to say, with the nuclear structures, is that they require the fuel cells to work, which means they kind of just stop producing stuff every now and then. It's a little bit annoying, but either way, heading up here, we have more shrines to go check out. So, coming up through here, clearing out, wow, I really neglected this place, didn't I? Clearing out some of the resources around here, just in case we get the excavator buff, because if we do and we don't get industrious, if we get industrious, I'll probably go for that one. But if we don't, and we get excavator instead, I might consider going for that one, because I can sell any relics I get from it for a decent chunk of money. I just realized this shrine isn't even recharged anyway, so there's no point in me clearing that area out. But coming through here then, and coming up stuff on my way to the desert shrine, hopefully that one will be open to us, ideally. So coming on over here, and yes, this one is indeed recharged, ready and open. So clearing out again all of the resources around it, just in case we get the excavator buff, because if we get it, we want to be making the most out of it that we possibly can. And seeing, no, we don't. We do, I'll take Hoarder, because resources are something that we desperately need lots of at this stage of the game. So, clearing out all of those digging spots that were there anyway, and heading through. As our sigil maker's like not even made one sigil yet. Have I like entirely underestimated how long it would take to make these sigils? Because like, if I did, maybe I should... No, it hasn't even made one. Maybe I really should have thought about investing in it between episodes, sort of. But, oh, we got 2 from that, because we got double items. Nice, nice, nice. I mean, if we get double items on a few of them, then that will be pretty good for us, to be fair. So, coming on through here, and there is actually another shrine we can use. I'm going to get the scholar buff. Sage scrolls are useless to us. Or in fact, all of the ones we got are pretty much useless to us, I'm going to be dead honest. I was hoping for some star scrolls and some, what they called? Builder scrolls, that's what they're called. But unfortunately, we didn't get them. But either way, I might build another couple of banks in there as well. I just really need banks everywhere at this point. Like, banks are gonna be the literal lifeblood of like half the stuff I'm doing. Money is gonna be carrying me through this. But either way, I'm going to harvest up this farm yet again. And then, oh, that's did not mean to do that. And then I'm gonna see if my fiberglass is produced. And if it is, I'm going to think about going over and grabbing up the final piece of void gear that we need. And hopefully that would mean next episode we can start working on the cosmic stuff, because if you think the void stuff takes a while to make, the cosmic stuff is probably going to take even longer, I bet. And then I don't even want to think right now about how long all the nuclear stuff is going to make. I'm probably going to have to wait for these toxic sigils to produce through between the episodes, most likely. But either way, coming through here, we can't. We're still missing a piece of fiberglass, unfortunately. But either way, coming through here, a bunch of the toxic stuff, or not toxic, cosmic stuff, it looks like we can already produce. So, I mean, maybe we need just less stuff for it than I initially thought. I swear, if we need more Kraken eyes, I'm actually gonna cry. Oh god, we actually need so much stuff for all of this. We're gonna need so much cosmic steel. That's a lot of cosmic steel that I don't have. Like, that is a seriously large amount of cosmic steel. But either way, it looks like there is a trader somewhere in the world. So I'm gonna head over to them, and then I'm thinking actually potentially go check out Market Street again, because I believe it should have recharged by now. So coming over to this guy and saying, I will actually grab up all of that stuff. I didn't even look how much money it was. I just know I will need a lot of it in the future. And so every little piece we can get now. No, don't start talking about Tesco's again. Every little piece we can get will help. So, checking out. I actually think this might be the... no! Skull sigil. Nice. We actually got something this time. Another one. It's probably costing me like a pretty decent chunk of money. Star scroll. Nice. We're actually getting stuff now. Droid. I love that one. That one's peak. Oh my god. We're getting actually so much... landfill. We're getting so much good stuff now. Uranium. Not much of it, but we can use it. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. More... oh, I'm not getting that. I'm not using that one, but either way, with that, we have ourselves another droid, Virax. I love that one. That one's amazing. I love all of these droids. There's one, I was looking at the list of them, because there's a list in the extras page of the droids, I'm pretty sure. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I was looking at the list. There's a couple in particular that I am hoping to acquire at some point. But obviously that will be something for the future. What I'm going to do now is quickly put this guy on our factories over here. I'm thinking this one doesn't have a droid on it yet, so I'm going to put a droid on here. Come through, stick another couple of fuel cells into there. This one has enough so far. And I'm thinking, wait, center volt. I'm thinking I'm going to take on these two skeleton kings quickly, just to see if I can't get a couple quick spirit orbs from them. So, taking on that guy, spawning him in. Hey, why is he immediately attacking my my lighthouses? Like, what did the lighthouses do to you, sir? Like, the lighthouses just existed. If you want to attack anyone, attack me. I'm up here. Although don't run like super high up, because last time you ran super high up, you didn't drop half of the spirit orb chests you were meant to, and it was kind of annoying because it meant don't go up there. Don't go up there. Come down it. Come down it. Come down it. I need you to not be up there, please. Why are you? Come down. I don't think he's gonna come down, gang, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm just gonna get rid of him in that case. So there we go, getting rid of the skeleton king like that, as sort of expected. Didn't unfortunately drop half of the spirit orbs he was meant to because of the fact that he went all the way up there. But I'm going to use these two both for damage upgrades. I'm actually going to quickly check how much damage am I doing. 20.5 per hit. That's pretty decent. And with that knowledge, I'm actually going to spawn in another skeleton king and just immediately start wailing on it again. Hopefully he doesn't run too. Why are you running? What is these guys' obsession with just running straight up into the top of the world? Like, is there something like cool up there that I haven't been made aware of? Because if so, then I'd like to be made aware of, you know, what's going on. Wow, that guy spawned a lot of men. Dealing with the men that guy spawned in as his lackeys and getting rid of him. Hopefully he doesn't destroy my lighthouses, which it doesn't. And grabbing up another 4 spirit orbs, which is pretty nice, which means that's another 4 damage upgrades ready for when we do eventually go in and fight those toxic guardians. Another thing I am going to do is quickly chuck on a star scroll. Well, no idea where that's falling. It's falling up here, literally just out of range of the lighthouses. That's great. That's peak right there. But either way, collecting that and clearing out some of the excess stuff around the terrain, I'm going to quickly chuck around all of this landfill. And where do I want to put this? Okay, first of all, I'm going to quickly stick on the void gloves, which should make that the last piece of void gear we need, opening us up to being able to start constructing, start producing some cosmic gear next episode. And I'm actually going to chuck all of this landfill down here, I think. Just finish off, hopefully, a decent chunk more of the land in the grass area. And with that, we have collected the void gloves. Attack speed is increased by 60% of what it was when we first started. And we now officially have no more pieces of void gear to produce. What do the cosmic gloves need? Why does everything cosmic need so much stuff? I mean, it's because it's cosmic, but still, like, I'm genuinely expected to get all of this stuff. Like, how am I genuinely expected to do all of this? But either way, what I'm going to do quickly is come down here and go build farming fish trap and see if I can't chuck in a couple extra fish traps down here into this graveyard biome, just to get a couple more, hopefully, a couple more fish. Yeah, no, spine fish, that's what they're called. God, I'm losing it today. But either way, grabbing up the scholar buff again, and sage scroll, I'm just going to sell it at this point, because that's the only useful I really have for it. But I am going to chuck a builder scroll on up here by our nuclear factories, trying to get a few more fuel cells from them. At this point, a lot of the stuff in this game is literally just going to be grinding for resources. So I'm gonna try and make it a bit interesting with my commentary. I hope I'm doing a decent job. If I am, let me know. If I'm not, I suppose also let me know. Would be pretty helpful. But either way, coming through and chucking those fuel cells in here. What we really need to do is kind of have a focus on building out stuff in the water tiles, as well as building out more banks. That is gonna really have to be my main focus. I think I'm gonna start by focusing on the, constructor, build 200 structures. That is pretty solid. So that's another one of the feats we have done, and that means we have 90 out of 103. There's only 13 left, and they're all extremely grindy feats. Okay. We can do this. It just might take a lot of willpower to do it. So, coming through here. Oh, you're our fuel cells. I completely forgot about you. And the fuel cells. I should probably put a few more in there. That's, again, my only issue with the nuclear structures is the blooming fuel cells. Was that plastic that we got? We're digging up plastic from the ground. Wow, we really are polluting this place. I swear to God. We got to do a better job. We got to be not, ideally, digging up plastic from the floor. That's not really a great situation to be in. I'm gonna be deadly honest. If there's like plastic buried literally everywhere on our island, that's not ideal in the slightest. I'm thinking I would ideally like to use landfill to do the whole build on every water tile thing, but at this point I might have to end up just start sort of bridging up large chunks of the island. So what I'm thinking is just coming through here and not doing the whole thing, but just taking some bridges and just chucking them around a couple places. Just sort of to, obviously, like I said, not do the whole thing, but just get a bit of a start going on that feat that requires us to, I can't actually see how many bridges we need, but just to get a start going on that feat to build on every single water tile, because that is going to, yeah, that's going to take a very long time to do. But I heard we should have, yes, more fuel cells. So I'm going to quickly chuck these down here into this sewing machine, get it running again. A lot of this is literally just going to be running back and forth at this point, because there's a lot of, oh yeah, we get this resource to make this resource, which we then use to make this resource, which we then use to make this item. But then once we have that item, we need to get another item. Then for that we need this resource, and for that resource we need this resource, and you know, you get the point. It's a lot of just going backwards and forwards, getting different resources, and just chucking them around, making stuff, you know? Love that. But either way, what I'm gonna do is, as I said earlier about building another factory, chuck this one in here. Yep, got my positioning correct. And seeing what can we make with this? We cannot make the obliterator. We cannot make machinery, nuclear machinery that is. However, we can make a load of plastic, because it's now royal steel that is the bottleneck for that. No, royal steel, royal clothing, and that means royal clothing is something we're going to need to be making a bunch more of, but now amethyst is the bottleneck for that, which means amethyst is the stuff we're going to need to get a bunch. You can see where I'm going again with my point of how you start making one thing and you realize there's a bottleneck in some other production line you have somewhere, and it's just a whole thing. But I mean, I don't mind doing it. I quite enjoy sometimes just monotonous tasks in games, just being able to put something on, or sort of be able to do something and then just sort of not really have to think about it too much. What is it with this beat sigil? I don't want to fight the beat again. That didn't go well last time. I'm gonna have to, I feel, because I need to die 10 times or something for one of the feats, and so I'm gonna need to do something that's gonna kill me. But yo, droid! Oh, I love that one. That is a great one. Moonlight. Oh, that's a great name as well. So coming through here, as I was saying, I'm gonna need to die 10 times at some point, so I might just honestly go through and Oh, well, that is an explosion and a half. I might honestly just go through at some point and use the beat sigils to do that, but I don't particularly want to. But either way, coming through here and grabbing up the industrious feet through here as I head on through over to our factory area to stick moonlight on another one of our factories, as well as we now have a slime sigil I can use. Send to vault, send you to a vault, send you to a vault. We have a slime sigil I can use. Fight the king slime boss, hopefully finally deal with some of the slimes in our island, and get again some more spirit orbs. Really just trying to buff my damage output as much as possible at this point, just because obviously when we go back into the void and have to do all of our stuff down there again, we want to be getting through the early levels ASAP, like as quickly as we can. We want to be getting through this. 21.5 is a pretty decent amount of damage. So, coming through here and spawning in the king slime. Let's see how quickly we can deal with this little lad. Not too shabbily from the look of it. We are absolutely obliterating that guy's health bar. And there we go. That guy's health bar is absolutely... We have 41 legendary gems. That's a pretty good stock of, that's a pretty solid stock of legendary gems in my opinion. I mean, to be fair, fighting King Slime is, I'm pretty sure, it's just the way I am planning on doing it in the future if I ever need any. I'm pretty sure it is the most efficient way to get legendary gems, because it's not, wow, we have so many of those things. King Slime isn't by any means like a hard boss to fight. I'm gonna chuck into each of those. I'm gonna chuck 4 in the royal clothing line. As I was saying, King Slime isn't by any means like a hard boss to fight. So it's a quick one. It drops legendary gems, so it's a quick and, more importantly, easy way to get age. Just shed load of them should the need for them arise. But either way, what I am thinking is that I am going to call it there for today. Between the episodes, I'm going to see about trying to finish off production of these toxic sigils, try and get a bunch more of this void steel produced so we can start working on just all of the cosmic. I mean, what do we even need for cosmic steel? Yeah, I try and get a bunch of stuff for these. I'm thinking of, like I said, potentially doing a bunch of King Slime fights for all of those legendary gems, because we get spirit orbs for it as well. So it's just genuinely like a really good way to get them. But either way, as I was saying, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, share my channel with your friends, do all of that stuff. I've said it time and time again. Not gonna bother prattling on about it anymore to you guys because you understand it. Make sure to tune in next time for more Forager Nuclear action, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.